And with the news of this deal, of course, we are thinking of all those families of the hostages. Ruby Ken is the father of one of the 7 American hostages in Gaza. His son, Itay, was a 19-year-old American member of the IDF serving on the border of Gaza on October 7th.
And it wasn't until several months ago that Ruby found out that Itay was allegedly among those killed in the attack of October 7th. Ruby Ken joins us now with his reaction to this deal. And Ruby, thank you for being with us.
Yes, just Congressman. Only 2 U.S. citizens are coming out in the first phase, actually. So there will still be 5 remaining hostages for the second phase. On one hand, you know, it's a very grateful moment to the Biden administration, specifically Mr. Linsey, that has been camping out in Qatar for the last few weeks, working on this deal, as well as for the incoming Trump administration, Mr. Mike Waltz and Mr. Steve Witkoff, that he himself also has been in Qatar the last few days, that have been working in collaboration with the incumbent administration. And we are grateful that, you know, we're seeing progress. We're seeing the first phase of the deal, but the work is not done, as there's still 64 hostages remaining for a second phase, that it is still not guaranteed that that second phase will indeed happen. And if there's one thing to say about the Middle East, it's very unpredictable. And we, the families, have been urging the negotiators to try to shorten the time between phase 1 and phase 2 in order to allow us to end our suffering, as well as the people in Gaza that have been held hostage by this terrorist organization for too long.
Absolutely. And Ruby, I want to ask about Itay. And in March, I understand you were told that he had allegedly been killed. How do you find that information out? Are you holding out any hopes that he could still be alive and might be among a group of hostages released, or what do you know?
Yeah, so it's intelligence information. We got no indication, statement from Hamas about Itay's whereabouts, so it's difficult to process. We have hopes. We just came out of the, season of miracles, Hanukkah and Christmas, and hopefully we might have a happy ending. So we just want to have, the ability to be reunited with our son. He is the middle son that we have, so he has an elder sibling and a younger sibling, so he is the connector of the family, and he's deeply missed by us and his girlfriend. And we just need to keep on pushing the incoming administration, as well as the negotiators, to make sure that we see the end of this and have closure with my family and then deal with it.
We came close with the deal in November of 2023, only lasted but a few days. How are you feeling about this truce? Do you feel that there is anything different? Have you observed or heard anything that you didn't the last time around?
Yeah, we feel like it's closer this time. The fact that the incoming president, has put his weight into this. I have this vision. We are coming into the inauguration next week. We've been invited by the president, and I have this hope, this vision of President Trump calling out and saying, Mr. Chen, we have your son on his way back home. So that's the way to keep hopes up, and hopefully that vision becomes a reality soon.
And what's, if you guys speak as a father and somebody who loves the nation of Israel, and both your family and the people of Israel have been through this terrible ordeal. How would you say has it changed the country? I mean, it's changed. Certainly, the Middle East is a different place because of it. What are your thoughts?
I don't think there's any family in Israel that has not been affected by what happened on October 7th. Everyone has a family member or a friend, a neighbor that has been affected by this. We need to start our healing process, but the healing process cannot begin without getting all the hostages out. So this nation has been stuck for over 476 days, and it's time to start healing. And we need leadership to make sure that we're able to start that process. And we're just keeping hope that that indeed happens. I would remind Benjamin Netanyahu, his brother, many, many years ago, went out and went to rescue 105 hostages in Entebbe, and his brother got all of them out. So it's time to get everyone out and not just take out a few dozens and say, well, let's see what happens with the others a few weeks from now.
Ruby, Ken, thank you. And we're thinking of Itay, especially on this day.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you. You too.